Hello, I'm John Smith and welcome to 10 News. Today we have a very special investigation for you. Environmental scientist Amelia Gledhill will be making a report if wind turbines actually change the action.
In today's report, I will be discussing why we should use wind turbines, how wind turbines work, the sustainability surrounding the issue, and we have a special guest, Professor Stephen Sherwood, the co-director of the Climate Change Research Centre at the University of New South Wales.
You ready?
One of the greatest threats facing our world today is climate change. Wind turbines are one of the many ways that we could reduce our use of burning fossil fuels, which in time will reduce production. For those of you who don't know, a wind turbine works by a large turbine blade, which gets spun by the wind to spin a generator.
Start again.
Yeah. For those of you who don't know, a wind turbine. The analysis of land surface temperatures on wind turbines is taking place around large wind farms in Texas, USA. It is believed that wind turbines can produce a nighttime warming trend of up to 0.72 degrees per decade. I have Professor Stephen Sherwood, the co-director of the Climate Change Research Centre at the University of New South Wales, to answer a question for me. Do you think that wind turbines are slightly changing the air temperature around them?
Yes, I do believe they are, and this study makes sense, since at night the ground becomes much cooler than the air just a few hundred metres above the surface, and the wind farms generate gentle turbulence near the ground that cause these to mix together. Thus the ground...
Thank you, Professor. According to researchers who analysed a total of 9 years of satellite readings of the 4 biggest wind farms in the world, large wind farms slightly increase temperature near the ground as the turbine's rotor blades pull down warm air. There are a few environmental effects of wind turbines. One negative example comes from America, where experts have predicted that up to 10,000 birds are killed annually by turbines. Hints that wind farms harm wildlife first surfaced at the Altamont Pass wind area, the oldest commercial wind farm in the United States. Wind turbine blades look as though they are slow moving, but they can actually hit speeds of 289 kilometers an hour at their tips. This means they are moving too fast for birds to see them. Another negative effect to the environment is that to actually anchor one turbine, there is a huge amount of concrete needed. This concrete has then curing time, which secretes a lot of carbon dioxide into the atmosphere. But wind power doesn't need the burning of fossil fuels to work, so really the two cancel each other out. There's also been a study on the effects that wind turbines have on people living close to them. The main effect of wind farms on society are the noise and health problems they cause. Turbine noise causes annoyance, sleep disturbance and deprivation, and can result in adverse health effects. Up to 20% of all residents living in an acceptable distance from the wind farms have complaint of excessive noise. The annoyance of this 20% is most likely sleep disturbance, which is actually a larger percentage for residents living near industrial and traffic noises at the same level. The study about whether wind farms are affecting the air temperature is beginning to take place at wind farms across New South Wales. But there have been no results recorded about the study yet. I believe that wind farms are changing the air temperature around them, but only ever so slightly, and more research definitely has to be done to see whether the temperature rise will be enough to affect our climate in the future. As for the environmental and noise issues, more time will have to be put into studying to ways to get around them. Amelia Gledhill, 10 News. Back to you, John.
Thank you for your report, Amelia. Very eye-opening. This is the end of 10 News. Okay, just keep it going. Hello, I'm Jack Powell. Oh, fuck.
In today's report, I will be discussing why we should use wind turbines, how wind turbines work, the sustainability surrounding the issue, and we have a special guest, Professor... You need to hold it up here. Amelia Gledhill, 10 News. Back to you, Jack.
John. Fuck.